Hello there. Thanks for tuning in. This is Rickie at FunkyGamer. We're currently live across YouTube, Twitch, and Mixer, and I am absolutely boiling hot. Wow, I'm really warm. Finny, hello there. How you doing? It is going to be a great stream. I did see your comment. I was just, kind of sorting my life out a little bit. Trying not to sweat to actual death. Yeah, okay, so, watched the VOD for the playback before, made a couple of very minor tweaks just based on that to audio, and hopefully, yeah, I'm hoping this is all going to work out in our favour, so, let's do ourselves a favour and carry on. We're near the end here, we're on the last desk within the game L.A Noire, we're on the arson desk. This is the second case on this desk, and I believe there's 5 or 6. Now, I'd be over-optimistic if I said that I think I'm going to get all of these done tonight. We'll have to see. I'll be streaming for a couple of hours, and we'll see how far we get to. If we can finish it, we'll finish it. If not, we might need to squeeze another one for this particular game series, and we'll do that. Play it by ear as per. So, without further ado, let's make sure my microphone's all good there. Let us do this. By the way, I haven't played on this since I last broadcast. Intriguing, as per.
At least 4 Vicks. Get out there and find out what you can. The address is 650 North Hobart.
Parker or Green? I don't know who'd be worse.
That's him. That's the cop. Tried to poke me in the nose.
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn evidence.
Why is the word abbreviations? I know that.
Don't directly know exactly what this case. Whoa. Okay, let's just ignore that. Where exactly are we going? House fire. Subtle. But just enough information.
You're behind the wheel.
You hear about Rancho Escondido?
Are we having a conversation, Biggs?
Okay, fuck it. Forget
I'm teasing you, Herschel. Tell me about it.
Well, the new housing development's a couple of weeks from completion. Burnt to the ground last night. GIs are ready to move in this weekend. Developer's gonna have some very angry customers.
Did you just make a pun? I'm not too rusty at the game. Is that a pun? I don't know. I don't know if it's an intentional pun. It's certainly a pun on this game. If it is, well played to you, sir. I hope I'm not too rusty at this either. So far, I've managed to confuse the pause button with the notepad button. As you probably saw. I didn't point it out, but it happened. Let's talk to this guy. He seems to know his stuff. He always does.
Stomachs.
I don't remember this. I don't remember coming to a case where there was a pretty much intact house. Can you? Thank you. Exactly right. Unintentional pun. They're always the best, I find.
Morelli, Mike, we recovered a picture of the family.
Okay. Anything else?
To be honest, I just got here, Phelps. Best you talk to Lynch. He's the expert.
Doesn't make any sense. Why aren't they scattered around like the rest of the debris?
I think they've been moved.
Ooh.
I think someone moved them after the explosion and before the fire.
Can you explain that, please?
I'm almost positive the cause of death is asphyxiation due to gas inhalation. Look at the parts of their bodies that aren't scorched. The coloring around the fingertips is typical.
They wouldn't have felt a thing.
I think the fire damage is post-mortem. I think someone moved him into this room after the explosion.
It still doesn't make any sense. Why would you run into a burning building?
Not to save lives, I can tell you that much. I do remember this. There is only one scene in this game that pictures horrifically a family in tarred remains.
What are they doing?
Prayer effect is from the fire. The muscles and tendons contract.
Awful. Let's not look at that for too much longer.
You ever think about how many people have died in this world? And how big heaven would have to be to accommodate them bigs?
No, I have not. Show some respect.
It's our boy. I think he watches the fires. I think the Sawyer fire went wrong.
So what about the guy we have in jail, Phelps?
We got the wrong guy.
That doesn't explain why he ran into a burning building. What would make anyone do that?
Guilt.
For the fires?
For his mistake. This guy wants to burn houses, not families. He expects the houses to be empty. He was trying to redeem himself. He probably thought they'd be happier together.
You are one very disturbed individual, Phelps. I know you had it rough lately, but you should start to compartmentalize your thoughts.
He could be right. Can you come up with an alternative explanation?
I'm sure it's the same guy.
Are you telling me that some son of a bitch murdered these people, the whole family, and arranged them here like Cupid dolls?
This is not my first playthrough, Ross. It is not. So I'm actually playing through this again. I've played all of these, but this is the first time I've played through the remastered version.
Albert,
on
check out the hot
Xbox
water
One
system.
/
Make sure we're
PS4.
dealing
This
with the same
particular
MO.
version is
Sure,
excellent.
Phelps. I'll get back to you.
Leave the rest to us, Cole. You better find out what's eating Biggs.
So something finally got to you.
You want my help, pretty boy? You got it. You keep riding me and you won't be pretty much longer.
We can get this guy, Herschel.
You think you've seen everything, Phelps? I was with the 2nd Marines at Bella Wood. The things that went on in that farmhouse. My own guys on fire, screaming for a way out. You're not gonna get this guy. There's gonna be no photos and no citations. We're gonna kill this miserable fuck. End of story. You getting this?
You remember the list from the travel agent?
Sure.
The Morellis were winners too. Their name was on that list.
Christ. We should take a look around, work the neighbors, see what they know. I'll go across the street.
Okay, I'll try this side.
I haven't done this for years.
I like how the first thing he's done upon walking outside this burning facade is to light a cig. Why not? So, I'm pretty sure there's some more evidence markers out here somewhere. Oh, there's definitely a fireman.
Looks like the same model.
Same guy. Well, am I crossing like 3 different storylines? It's been a while since I've played this. Reginald Varley is a name that I recognize from other cases. My brain is blanking on me as to what cases or which cases those were. One thing I've just realised, I've not made a point of making sure that I pick all of these up, which is probably a mistake. Ah, well.
How did you get my number, Ira?
At first I didn't understand you, but now I do.
I'd like you to come back to the clinic.
I'm helping other people now, Doctor.
I think you are confused. You haven't been to the clinic for weeks.
I'm not confused anymore, Doctor. I'm helping people be together.
This world is only temporary. We'll all be happier in heaven. Why don't you tell me where you are and I can come to you? I think the fires should end now. They have served their purpose.
Oh, the fires are only beginning, Doctor. After the fires, everything will be beautiful and clean.
Everything will be erased. The world will be fresh and new.
I can see my purpose now, Doctor. And you helped me to find it.
Intriguing, as always. His house was kind of impacted. Look at that.
LAPD. Can you tell me anything about the fire next door?
Terrible luck. Imagine after having won that weekend away.
What's your name, sir?
Foreman. Dudley Foreman. Mind if we move things along a little, Detective?
So I backed out of that because I've still got clues to find and I have no idea whether any of those are going to play into the interview with this guy, so I want to make sure I get all of them first. Okay, so... I knew it was one of these. A boot mark.
Whoever he was wearing boondockers. I would know that imprint anywhere. Someone was keeping watch. Looks like they were here for quite a while. Brand looks distinctive.
Right, it's probably a good job I found, or I tagged these before I spoke to him, because I imagine, I don't know, maybe they'll come up.
Did you see or hear anything that might have...
Look, we were asleep when we heard the explosion.
You didn't like Morelli, did you?
Some neighbors you get along with, some you don't. Guess they should have sold up.
What do you mean?
They're knocking down all these old houses and building a new subdivision for GIs. Morelli was being difficult.
Just so you're aware, I've lowered the volume of the game cap sound by about 10 decibels because it seemed incredibly high by way of comparison to the mic, so hopefully that sounds a little bit more even. Let's carry on.
Did you see anyone hanging around the Morelli's home prior to the explosion?
Nope. Can't say as I was looking out, though.
You look like every shifty neighbor I've ever interviewed in my entire life, which is none.
You sure, Mr. Foreman? There are signs of someone hanging around over there by the fence.
Hey, now that you come to think of it, there was a guy. Kind of tall. Skinny, though.
Anything else?
Orange lumber jacket, beat-up hat, and no hair. I thought he was the pest exterminator guy who was working around here the last few days. But that guy had hair.
You said someone is knocking these houses down?
Elysian Fields. You must know them. They're billboards. That Monroe character beaming down at you. We've had an offer for the house.
Did the Morellis want to sell?
I don't know.
This guy has the same look on his face. I just don't believe him.
Whatever you thought of Morelli, his whole family is dead.
Hello, Gamer Nerd. Thanks for saying hi.
Morelli was pig-headed. He built the house himself. He didn't want to sell.
I hope you're good.
Stubborn fool was ruining it for all of us.
You said the Morellis had won a weekend away to Catalina Island?
Yeah, that's right. First thing I thought after the explosion was, thank goodness they was away. But then I find out they were still in there.
Who was running the competition?
What? I don't know.
It's all about the nuance in this game, I find. You got to really watch their faces.
You didn't enter yourself?
I'd already agreed to sell. The competition was an incentive for those who were still thinking about it.
Thanks for your time, Mr. Foreman.
Sure. Hey, if you're interested, I have one of those competition flyers in the kitchen. I could get it for you if you like.
That would be great.
That would be awesome. Thank you so much, Gamer Nerd. Really appreciate it. You should get that. You should. There you go. You should pop it.
Japanese call it origami. Can I take a look?
Sure.
That always scares the crap out of me, just in case you wondered.
Paper crane. There's a legend about them. You fold 1,000 of these and you get a wish.
Hey, don't break it.
I'm not. I'm unfolding it. It looks like a waybill or a flyer.
For what?
For Elysian Fields developments.
I know that guy. Not in real life, from the game. That would be stupid.
Oh, I see you already have one.
When did the flyer arrive in your mailbox?
They've been arriving for weeks. This one was in the mailbox when I got home from work yesterday afternoon.
So I'm playing on the Xbox One at the moment. This is the remastered version of L.A. Noire for the Xbox One. And I think that's all there is here. There is a Game Well icon down there, though, so I guess I'm going to have to phone somebody. Oh. Can I? Is it going to make me go all the way around? No. That would have been awkward.
I need an address for a property developer. Elysian Fields Developments.
One moment, Detective. The address is 748 North Oxford Avenue, Wilshire. Anything else?
Messages, please.
If you have a message, contact Captain McKelty immediately.
Thanks. Can you put me through, operator?
Of course. Here you are.
Commander?
Leads in the Morelli fire.
We're about to go and visit Elysian Fields Developments.
You're about to do what? Leland Monroe?
I'm a big fan of this game. Have you ever played it, Gamer Nerd? Just out of curiosity. This is actually my second playthrough. Somebody asked me that before, but it's not the first time I'm playing this.
Commander, we have a line of inquiry.
You have something, you bring it to me. You're hanging by a thread, Phelps. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Good. Have a report on my desk today.
So the captain's pissed.
Kelty has warned us off over Elysian.
Makes sense. It's a dead end. We should check out Rancho Escondido.
You know the place?
Sure. Corner of Fountain and Wilton. Let's go.
Okay. Does that set the destination? Because sometimes it does and sometimes it doesn't. Nope.
Can you drive to this one?
I will say this as well, because I know I've said it before. This is probably one of my favourite Rockstar games, which is saying a lot considering these guys, my god, what a faux pas to make. The guys that made this game made GTA, basically, so it's going to be good. It's just a different kind of a spin on things. You play as the good guy instead of the bad guy, if you will, which is more kind of GTA style. I absolutely love this game, without a doubt one of my favourite games in the last 10 years. If you've not played it, go and get it. The VR version I've not played because I don't have a VR headset, but it looks just as good as the console-based version, I guess, just built for VR.
I'm not gonna tell you again, sir.
Don't tell me when and how I can come and go on my own property.
It is not
This is
safe,
America,
sir.
dickhead.
Now step back, or I'll lock you up for
Smart
a fray.
mouth son of a bitch.
Whoa. Okay, I can't remember what the controls are.
That's an order to pacify these poor savages.
Yes, I can. Come on. Oh, check that out, Matt. I'm sorry. I'm doing the victory finger right now. I didn't lose my hat. I also love Rockstar, and not just because I played their game awesome for that 30 seconds just there. I'm normally so bad. 2 ticks. Okay. Let's have a look around, see what we can find. Yeah, if you've never played this Rockstar game, do yourself a favour, it's awesome. And if you're playing it on console, you've got the added benefit of getting the trophy/achievements from this game as well, which is always nice, right? Red Dead 2, oh man. You can bet your ass that I am going to be streaming that, because I've, yeah. I only recently played the first Red Dead. I know, right? I completed it, absolutely loved it. Don't know if I live streamed it, actually. Would be an interesting question. But there's definitely some live stream plans for Red Dead 2 if you're not going to play it. But that's a month or two away. Ooh, I'm wandering around just trying to find something here, and... have I?
Mortar is like dust. Is that normal in a fire?
Probably not.
I'd expect some shrinkage in the heat, but it looks like the cement barely adhered to the brick. Doesn't appear to be any wall ties either. This thing looks like it was built on the cheap.
I definitely agree with that statement.
If we're paying a visit to Elysian and ruining my career, let's bite the bullet and get on with it.
That looks to be all there is to see here. So where to next? Okay, the head office of the development agency for these houses. I think this is the guy that's on the poster. But we'll see. Don't get too comfy in that passenger seat, sunshine.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
That's still one of my favourite features of this game, is that you don't have to drive anywhere if you don't want. You can just say to your partner, hey mate, come on, do some work, I'm doing all this shit here. And he'll drive you, it's great. I don't know why I just casually strolled up to the door there. That was weird.
Detectives Phelps and Biggs, LAPD, to see Leland Monroe.
Do you have an appointment?
We're the police, lady. We don't need an appointment.
Can I tell him what it's about?
It's an official investigation.
There are 2 police officers here to see Mr. Monroe.
Send them through.
It is very cool.
And that's our
again
cue.
one of my favorite features.
Thanks, ma'am.
As sad as that is.
May I help you, gentlemen?
We would like to speak to Mr. Monroe.
I'm afraid it's impossible. Mr. Monroe's schedule is booked weeks in advance.
Watch me stroll right in there then, you know?
Is he in?
I'm not at liberty to reveal that, officer.
So he hired you for your intelligence?
I find that offensive.
You have every right to.
This is getting us nowhere, miss.
Casino.
Would you like us to return with a warrant?
That won't be necessary, gentlemen. Come into my office.
GTA kind of makes you drive everywhere, but
Drink, boys.
Sure, I'll have it.
I find that acceptable
Biggs.
because GTA means Grand Theft Auto, which is about stealing cars. So I guess it makes more sense in that universe than it does this one, where you're a cop. The kind of opposite thing that a cop would do is steal a car. So I guess it makes sense within the lore of each game. I'm just going to take a look at this. Cars, why not? Wow, there's like a little dip in the floor there. That's so strange. Right, let's go speak to this guy.
We're investigating a series of domestic fires, Mr. Monroe.
It's terrible, boys. How can I help?
Elysian Fields and Suburban Redevelopment Fund flyers keep turning up in the vicinity of the fires.
They're turning up all over town, boys. Can you imagine the current demand for housing?
So that's your explanation, Mr. Monroe? Coincidence?
Explanation? Why, what's to explain? I advertise on radio and billboards for buyers, and I advertise for sellers using waybills.
You're a salesman, buddy, which means that you're automatically full of shit.
We found a family burnt out in their home. Another house burned to the ground. Another Elysian Fields flyer. Our information is that they didn't want to sell.
Are you saying that's something to do with me? Is that your point?
Point is, every time we find a family barbecued, we find one of your flyers. Is that good advertising?
What do you know about a competition for families to win free vacations to Catalina Island?
My company runs many promotions. I'm not familiar with that one.
So, if I remember rightly with this case, full spoiler alert here, by the way, just in case, I'll try and keep it as dulled down as I can. I think the idea here is that these guys are, in some way, shape, or form, using giveaways to get families out of their house before they then burn them and get the insurance money. I think. It's been a while, but I think.
Level with me, Mr. Monroe. You know all about the vacation offers.
You can believe whatever you like, son. You're missing the vital ingredient called proof.
Plus, that guy's face is all over the front of it.
Your face is all over the flyers, Mr. Monroe. You know about the prizes, and you're aware that they get given to holdouts.
My face is the brand. It's on all our advertising. Did you know that the mayor and the chief of police are part of the Suburban Redevelopment Fund? Do you want to accuse them of murder as well?
You've made offers to buy houses in areas where fires have been recorded.
Are you suggesting that I'm burning people out of their homes so that I can sell them new ones?
What happens to your plans if a family like the Morellis refuses to sell?
We work around them. Business finds a way. That's the American way.
Yeah, more sales BS, mate. I don't believe you. I don't know what that achievement was, by the way. Did anybody catch it? I'll have a look after, but that's always cool for that kind of thing to pop.
Come on, Mr. Monroe. You expect me to believe that you would build a new development with one of those old piles smack bang in the center of it?
Progress is an inexorable process, Detective. Those who choose to stand in defiance are usually confined to the wastebasket of history. To answer your question, yes, we would build around them if we had to. Most people see sense.
Oh, trust me, I don't get that many views on a per stream basis, Gamer Nerd. I must say though, I mean, I don't namely do this for views. I do it because I'm a bit of an audio nerd. I like being sat in front of a microphone, and playing games is always fun, so why not kind of combine the two? I think anything like numbers and stuff, that's always a bonus. And if you just enjoy what you do, it makes, you know, finding numbers and things a hell of a lot easier. But it's never about that for me, personally. I can see why it is for a lot of people, though. You know, it's nice to have streams where you get viewers. And right now, obviously, I've got a couple in, so really appreciate it.
What's Elysian Field's involvement in Rancho Escondido?
One of our latest housing developments. It was due to open on the weekend, or was before the unfortunate conflagration.
It met with building code regulations.
Absolutely. Only the best for our returning heroes.
Remind me again why that wall fell in my face.
Something out of kilter about that development.
Son, I've had enough of you and your fidgety friend. There's no way in hell you can prove that my materials were inferior.
I'm no expert, but I think we'll find that the bricks being used on those houses are undersized and the mortar is faulty.
And there's no wall ties connecting the masonry to the frame.
Every building is built to a budget, boys.
Whatever.
Those buildings were inspected and fully insured by California Fire and Life. Investment of that magnitude demands it. Do you think that they'd vouch for the buildings without examining them? The arsonists, do you have any suspects?
We aren't at liberty to say.
I didn't think so. The contractors I use for waybills, do you suppose it could be any of them? I have a list of their names if it'd be of any help.
That would be very helpful, Mr. Monroe.
Glad to hear it. I'm always happy to help the LAPD. My secretary will provide you with that list. Did you know that I'm on the board of the police pension fund?
I didn't, but now I do.
Glad to be of help, officers.
I also don't care.
What's the story? Any of these names ring a bell?
Herbert Chapman, was it, I think?
Herbert Chapman is on this list.
Find the phone. We need to know where we're at with Chapman.
Yeah, Monroe is he's a really good villain in this. I mean, don't get me wrong. You only really see him as part of the arson case, or desk cases, as you probably know, Finney, but I really, I thought he was pretty evil. Like, really quite evil. Do I need to use a phone here? Apparently there isn't one. Normally it shows up on the minimap, so I'm going to assume that there isn't one. Ah, okay.
Your boss is a fine man.
Hey! Fuck you!
What the hell? Is he talking to me? Because I've got a gun and a badge, my friend. STFU. Now, where's the goddamn phone? I actually don't know where it is. There it is.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Can you check whether we are still holding a Herbert Chapman?
Let me find out for you. He was released this morning, Detective. sorry, Detective.
It's not your fault. Can you give me a last known address and put out an APB on the guy?
I'll get back to you, Detective. APB will go out over KGPL shortly.
Thank you.
Result, I think. Stuff happened, I guess, so you've got to be grateful for that. What the hell am I talking about, man?
Till the minute I win it, a beautiful face still learns love for me in it. Give me your heart, and baby I'll bin it, 'cause I always kill the things I love.
Buy me a drink, Cole? No! Not even for old time's sake? Not even for that. You're not gonna ask me why I'm here? I wouldn't give you the pleasure. We'll get around to it. She's in fine voice this evening. I wonder how the commander would feel about... Save the threats for someone who cares about them, Roy. You're breaking my heart, Cole. You know how I feel about you. Stay away from Elysian Fields. I should have known that you were playing errand boy. You and your doofus partner. You have been warned. Thanks for your cooperation, officer.
I love you.
Stay away. You have no idea the type of people that are involved in that company. I have a pretty good idea, Roy. The same kind of people that sent you here. Your investigation is finished. Homicide will be taking over from here. I've heard we've had a spate of grass fires in the hills that you and that hunchback might be able to handle. Thanks for the drink, Cole.
Ah, yeah, he's a bit of a scumbag, right?
You get the message about Monroe?
Yeah. Earl delivered it. You?
McKelty. He started making noises about my pension.
Sorry about that, Herschel. I didn't mean to drag you into this.
Save it, Phelps. Monroe's an asswipe. And so was Earl. And so was McKelty when it's all said and done.
KGPL calling car 11K.
That's me. That's me.
11K, go ahead.
11K, the last known address of suspect Herbert Chapman is 650 North Kingsley Drive in Wilshire.
Roger that, KGPL. 11K en route.
Let's go pick him up.
Okay, just because I'm awkward, I'm actually going to get out. Stay where you are. Get back in the car.
You can drive.
You fought at Sugarloaf, didn't you?
I did. But I don't like to talk about it.
You come across a guy called Jack Kelso out that way?
You know Jack Kelso?
He's an insurance investigator over at California Fire and Life. Our paths cross from time to time. For some reason, seeing you makes me think of him.
Has Jack spoken to you about his experiences on Sugarloaf? Or the rest of the campaign?
Jack keeps stum just like you do. I know what it feels like to get back from conflict. You gotta respect that.
Oh, it's all heating up. It's all getting a little bit tense. But we're all good with it.
We're looking for Herbert Chapman.
I'm looking for him, too. I need him to move his car so I can mow the lawn.
He's definitely not here.
I've been banging on his door off and on for a couple of hours. Yeah, he's out somewhere. There's some kind of problem.
Let's take a look at the car.
Let's see what he's hauling around.
Standard.
Definitely gives him opportunity. Motive, opportunity, and hard evidence.
Oh, no. Didn't mean to do that. One more thing to look at.
should revise the APB. He's clearly armed.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bullets. Don't know why I bothered to count. Seemed like a good idea at the time.
Hold it, Cole. There he is. It's Chapman. He's coming out of the laundromat. Shit. He's seen us.
Cops. Again.
Son of a bitch. He must have caught the trolley. We gotta move fast, Cole.
Okay.
I'll call this in. Get some cars dispatched.
This is a really slow car.
11K calling KGPL.
Oh no, he went that way. What am I doing?
In pursuit of suspect aboard the 1110 University streetcar, currently heading east on Melrose Avenue. Advise all units. Suspect is in control of car and driving dangerously.
Is he talking about me or the?
Need assistance on Melrose Avenue. A suspect aboard the 1110 University streetcar headed eastbound. Approach with caution. Suspect is in control of the streetcar and driving dangerously. Units to handle.
Whoa. Okay, keep it steady.
Stay on his ass, Cole. Don't lose him.
You can't really get past this guy, would you? And when I speed up, so does he.
See if he can damage one of the wheels. Might act like a brake and slow the thing down.
You've got the gun?
Hold him tight, Cole. As soon as he ditches the tram, we'll be there to grab him. End of the line, you little prick. Come on, Cole. Looks like we have our man, Cole.
I thought I was a goner then, that's why I just suddenly turned around and ran like a madman. That was weird.
Personal vendetta.
What are you talking about?
The fires benefit Elysian in some way. I don't see Chapman and Monroe working together.
You have a point. The evidence is good for Chapman. It's hard to be worrying about his side of the story when he's blasting away with that big 45.
Nice work, gentlemen. Put yourself at considerable risk stopping that trolley and probably saved a lot of lives. Anyone else but you, Phelps, and you'd be up for a bravery award. We've had our eyes on that slippery son of a bitch Chapman for as long as I can remember. I couldn't be happier than to wipe him off the scoreboard. I hope this puts to bed that crazy stuff you had going about Leland Monroe. What were you thinking, Phelps? We'll be calling Richard Nixon a crook next.
Oh, the irony of that statement. If you know your history, especially US history, obviously.
What is it?
A letter from Lou. His insurance policy named me beneficiary.
California Fire and Life. You worked for Elysian?
The roof that he was working on collapsed.
It's a very generous settlement. Elsa, I'd like you to do something for me. I think there's something dirty about Elysian Fields.
What has that got to do with Lou?
I want you to reject this settlement. I want you to go and see an investigator named Jack Kelso and ask him to make some inquiries about Lou's case.
Isn't this police work?
Do you want to find out what happened to Lou?
Why would he help this Kelso?
Jack won't be able to help himself if he smells a rat.
He's a friend of yours?
He hates my guts. Elsa, you could take this money and let them get away with it, or we could get Jack's help and do something about it.
Why not be honest with this man, Cole? He deserves your honesty if you want his help.
Believe me, Elsa, I'd like to level with him. I really would, but it's too late. Years too late.
They've got bad blood, basically, is what he's saying. Which is never good for anybody, as we all know. Well, Another valorous case.
Mr. Kelso?
That's what the sign on the door says, miss.
Am I playing as him? Did I forget that this was a thing?
There's no need to come into the office, Miss Lichtman. If you accept the settlement, all you need to do is sign here.
I don't accept this.
What do you mean you don't accept? I think you're pushing your luck, lady. This seems to be a ridiculously generous settlement. A $200 policy with a $20,000 payout? You should...
I don't want the money.
What do you mean you don't want the money?
I want you to investigate this case. I feel my friend may have been the victim of foul play.
Okay. Let me get the case file.
That's a lot of text. So he died working on a roof. Let's just put it down to that, shall we? I think I actually might have...
There's got to be more in these files.
Sounds like your friend took a hell of a fall. I'm sorry for your loss.
I think that's it. I don't think there's anything else for us to uncover. There
Do you mind if I ask you a couple of questions?
Of course not.
What basis do you have for your claim of foul play?
Lou Buckwalter was a craftsman. I don't believe he would have made a roof that would collapse.
You want me to reopen this case based on your woman's intuition? That isn't going to happen. Take the money.
I've already told you I do not want the money. There's something wrong with that house.
You and Buckwalter weren't married?
No.
Then how did you become his beneficiary?
We were family friends.
Kind of feels weird. But meh.
You expect me to reopen this case because you come in here walking that walk? Well, I'm not buying it. I think you should tell me what the hell is going on.
You really want to know?
Yes.
We were interned together on Ellis Island. Resident alien Germans whose parents had been killed by Nazis.
Nice.
You see the irony in that, Mr. Kelso. We spent 4 years there.
So the roof collapsed, accidents happen. What exactly are you trying to achieve here, Miss Lichtman?
Exactly what I said. I want that building thoroughly investigated.
Okay. She seems a little more... Well, I certainly believe her more based on the face she's making there.
I'm intrigued, Miss Lichtman. I really am. But you're going to have to give me something if you want me to get involved in this.
There is a conspiracy surrounding Elysian Fields and the new houses they are building. I believe your insurance company is involved.
That's pretty heady stuff, Miss Lichtman. Flimsy. but heady.
I've told you what I know, Mr. Kelso. What are you going to do about it?
All right, Miss Lichtman. One final question.
Yes.
What's your address?
Is that usual?
Is there anything usual about this case, Miss Lichtman?
The address is on the letter, Mr. Kelso.
The address, but not the phone number.
Just in case, of course.
Mr. Benson would like to see you in his office, Jack. Upstairs. Come on, I'll walk you up.
Okay. That doesn't fill me with dread whatsoever.
So you're the first in this family born without a tooth.
Even barely pressing the thumbstick forward, I was able to walk miles faster than she.
Mr. Benson, you wanted to see me?
Ah, yes, Jack. I'm just trying out a new putter. I noticed Elsa Lichtman in the lobby.
It's the weirdest thing, Mr. Benson.
Call me Curtis, Jack. This is California.
Like I said, Curtis, this is a very strange case.
How so, Jack?
That lady, Elsa Lichtman, is refusing a 20 grand payout.
Elsa Lichtman is hardly a lady, Jack. She's a jazz musician. Plays at the Blue Room in Hollywood. She has a fine pair of lungs, now that I think
She's
of
the
it.
beneficiary of this guy, Lou Buckwalter. He was killed in an industrial accident working for Elysian Fields Developments. You know Elysian?
I'm familiar with Leland Monroe. We move in similar circles.
Well, Miss Lichtman is making some pretty serious accusations. She says the case stinks and that
She's a
something
very highly strung girl, Jack. Strung out might be a better way to put it.
It's a pretty generous payment, Curtis. I think I should look into it.
Is there anything wrong with the paperwork, Kelso?
No, there isn't, Mr. Benson.
I didn't think so. Pay the case out and get her off our backs.
I can't make her take the money,
Deal
sir.
with it, Jack. Do your fucking job. Do I have to do everything?
No, sir, you don't.
Fine, Jack. Fine. You know
What a
I have
cock.
the greatest confidence in you.
What
Thanks,
an
Mr.
absolute cock. Surely he's boiling as well. Like stood in the fire.
Never get into fights with ugly people. They have nothing to lose.
Your car, Mr. Kelso?
Thanks, kid.
Ah, you can skip. That's kind of cool. So now we're working as a representative for California Foul on Life. Jack Kelso, friend of our protagonist. Only one place we can go.
The hobo loves to quote from Omar.
Somebody hasn't washed up. They started.
Bulldozing and starting again. Leland Monroe, the man with the grin. Looks like he doesn't like to be disappointed.
He even underlined will not.
That's not how my pop taught me to mix it. Someone is cutting corners.
So that's the order for the items to make the bad cement that are cropping up in these Elysian houses that are consequently being burnt.
Hey! You just can't be walking around down here.
I'm Jack Kelso, from California Fire and Life.
I don't care if you're from the Vatican. Buzz off!
I'm investigating the accidental death of a Lou Buckwalter, and...
You deaf? Do I have to beat on you?
Looks like you do.
Oh, God.
You're a real asshole. You know that?
Nope. I came to see the house where Lou Buckwalter died. You were just about to offer to show me the way.
It's out the gate and 3 houses down on the left. Don't know what you're looking for, smart guy. There's nothing there.
Then I'll poke around in the rubble.
Fine. As long as you're out of my sight.
Gotta get the hat back. I think it's that one over there that we're heading to, the demolished one.
The place falls down and then they bulldoze it. What gives here?
Let's try to piece this together.
Keystone Films. Who gets their lumber from a film studio?
That was a really lucky guess. As if I picked that up first time. I was just gonna try all of them, to be honest. Whoa. Oh god, this bit. Shit. Run!
Son of a bitch!
Oh shit! Whoa! Oh no! Did I do something wrong? I'm trying to remember. Is there a catch to this? Hmm. I can't remember if you dive off somewhere.
Son of a bitch!
Oh shit.
Oh shit!
Oh no, this isn't right. What the hell? He didn't even touch me. So, there is a way to do it. The thing is, it seemed to suggest that if I just hold down LT, it would auto-aim but it doesn't. I'll give it another go. If it lets me skip, maybe I'll skip. I don't want to spend too long getting chased by a bulldozer. Shoot at the boulder.
Son of a bitch! Oh, shit!
Ah.
Come on, Jack!
Yes. So that's the way to do it. Apparently the second time I tried, the pressing LT did not auto flip Jack round. And on that attempt it did, so I don't know if that bugged, but there you go. Success. Great success.
KTI Radio reminds you, an ounce of prevention saves many an emergency. Check to make sure your home has a first aid kit for safety.
I survived the war for this?
Jack Kelso, California Fire and Life investigator. I need an address on the Keystone Film Company.
The address is 658 North Wilton Place. Is there anything else?
No, thank you, ma'am.
I'm guessing that's the only place that I can head.
Hi, Mac. I work for California Fire and Life. I'm looking into an industrial accident.
Here?
No, not here. At a housing development over on Normandy Avenue.
So?
I found some lumber over there, had the Keystone name printed on it.
We've been closed since '41. Never quite made the transition to talkies. The Suburban Redevelopment Fund are pulling the place down.
Know anything about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund?
Nix.
Mind if I take a look around?
I'm kind of hungry. If someone was to leave a couple of bucks here, I might wander down the street and get a cup of coffee.
Is there a key to the gate?
No. The only guys who go in or out are some delivery guys from Elysian Fields. They're working on a housing development over at Wilton and Santa Monica. You'll have to hop it.
Easy dub. Can't go that way. Seem to have veered off the crime scene there. Ah, here we go. A projector. Let us see what it does. Oh.
He's our latest investor in the Suburban Redevelopment Fund. Doctor, this is Curtis Benson. He's Vice President of the California Fire and Life. Pleased to meet you, Doctor. Ray Gordon, editor of the Times. Doctor, District Attorney Donald Sandler and Police Chief Warren. Gentlemen, I am delighted to be in such exalted company. You're making quite a name for yourself, Doctor, amongst the...
Still too
I find that
fast.
those of artistic temperament...
There we go.
In a great day for the future of Los Angeles, civic leaders and businessmen joined forces to launch the Suburban Redevelopment Fund. The Suburban Redevelopment Fund pledges to speed up housing development for returning GIs.
Gentlemen, this is Dr. Harlan Fontaine. He's our latest investor in the Suburban Redevelopment Fund. Doctor, this is Curtis Benson. He's Vice President of the California Fire and Life.
Pleased to meet you, Doctor.
Ray Gordon, editor of the Times.
Doctor.
District Attorney Donald Sandler and Police Chief Warren.
Gentlemen, I am delighted to be in such exalted company. You're making quite a name for yourself, Doctor, amongst the thespian fraternity. I find that those of artistic temperament are often of a fragile mental disposition. It's a short step from miscreant to recidivism, Doctor. Very true. But I think we could all agree that the City of Angels does rather well basking in the reflection of the motion picture industry.
Hear, hear. And it's something that every sucker getting off a train at Union Station wants a part of. Gentlemen, we're here to sell the American dream, and Hollywood is our greatest advertiser.
So, how is your new development selling, Leland?
Cannot throw them up fast enough, Ray.
And that's part of the problem, Leland. Washington is receiving steady complaints. There's a clamor for public housing.
God damn it, Ray. Public housing is tantamount to communism. Now, that's why we fought this goddamn war. I'm telling you, it's Reds via the back door.
You can't have it both ways, Leland. The new freeways are being built to service all your developments out in the boondocks. They're all being built with government money. The GI Bill is government money.
There's a difference.
What difference?
The GI money ends up in my pocket.
I hope you mean our pockets, Leland. We're all investors.
Of course, Curtis. So, when will the freeway bond be passed on?
It still has to be ratified. It takes a long time to raise $3 billion.
I need to find a game well or a telephone.
Yes, I do.
In a great day for the future of Los Angeles, civic leaders and businessmen joined forces to launch the Suburban Redevelopment Fund. The Suburban Redevelopment Fund pledges to speed up housing development for returning GIs.
Gentlemen, this is Dr. Harlan Fontaine. He's our latest investor in the Suburban Redevelopment Fund. Doctor, this is Curtis Benson. He's Vice President of the California Fire and Life.
Pleased to meet you, Doctor.
Ray Gordon, editor of the
The wheel
Times.
should be nearby.
Doctor.
District Attorney Donald Sandler and Police Chief Warren.
Gentlemen, I am delighted to be in such exalted company. You're making quite a name for yourself, Doctor, amongst the thespian fraternity. I find that those of artistic temperament
Don't think there's anything else that we
fragile
need.
mental disposition. It's a short step from
A pen.
miscreant to recidivism, Doctor. Very true. But I think we could all agree that the City of Angels does rather well basking in the reflection of the motion picture industry.
Let's go phone somebody. Somebody needs to know about this urgently. Anybody.
Operator, Los Angeles Police Dispatch, if it's not too much trouble.
Putting you through now.
This is Jack Kelso, investigator for California Fire and Life. Can you put me through to Curtis Benson, please?
Just a moment, please, Mr. Kelso.
Jack, how can I help?
Do you know anything about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund, Mr. Benson?
I've heard of them, Jack. Building new homes for GIs.
With green lumber that was used on movie sets.
Jack, are you working the Buckwalter case?
Mr. Benson, are you part of the Suburban Redevelopment Fund?
Jack, I want you to listen very clearly. Call Miss Lickman. Call her as soon as you hang up. Arrange to see her tonight and get her to agree to the settlement. Do it tonight. Do you hear me?
Yes, sir.
End of story, Jack. I don't want to hear another word about Elsa Lickman or Lou Buckwalter.
Can you put me through to Michigan 221?
Putting the call through.
Hello?
Ms. Lichtman, it's Jack Kelso.
Yes, Mr. Kelso.
I've been looking into your case.
Yes, and what have you found?
It doesn't look good. I need to see you.
Meet me at the Blue Room. I work there tonight. I take a break around 9. I'll be waiting at the stage door. We can talk then. Auf Wiedersehen, Mr. Kelso.
Thanks, ma'am.
Oh. Isn't it tense? No? Just me? Alright then.
And don't suppose I'll make a plea, 'cause baby, you know I'm guilty.
He walked straight, but I don't... Crime and corruption takes hold. Nobody knows who the killer is. L.A Noire. Cole thinks something's going on.
What were you doing with him?
I was doing what you asked.
I didn't ask you to meet him in an alleyway.
Why do you snarl at me? Your friend came to ask me to accept the insurance.
He's not my friend, Elsa.
I think he's a brave man, and you have placed him in great danger. You've involved him in something, and he has no idea of the risk. Can you live with that, Cole?
Elsa, I need his help, and he hates my guts.
Forget the past, Cole. He deserves a chance to say no. If he helps you, let it be on his terms.
I'll go see him in the morning.
Really, Cole? Up against a wall? Wrong button. Wasn't the first time and it won't be the last. Have I missed something at Keystone? Why is that still an option? I feel like I've missed something. I'm gonna quickly head back. In fact, what I'm going to do, I'm going to quickly head back to Keystone, and then before we do the final bit, I'm going to take a quick break, because we will do one more mission after this, I think, or the next case, should I say. But I want to take 15 minutes to just grab a quick drink, stretch my legs, etc. It's pretty obligatory, but shouldn't be too long. But let's finish up here first. It's amazing how long that security guard's been gone. By the way, I've just noticed he went for food. Did I miss something? Or am I just being... It normally kind of scrapes it off your to-do list, as it were. And it hasn't done that, which is why I'm convinced I've missed something. I've got that. Damn it. Oh. Aha. Is that it? Is that just a film reel? I don't know. I'm going to give it another quick sweep, and then if nothing else pops up, I'll concede defeat. That's a wall jack. That's a sofa jack. Okay. Nothing else seems to be obvious, at least, so I will say that there's nothing here. Right, let's head back to the car, plumb in the next destination, and then I'm going to take a quick AFK break. I need to sort some more music out. I've only got the tracks that I played initially before the stream, and they're the standard ones that I'm usually going to play, I think, prior to starting. But I don't want to play them too rigorously. And I plan to kind of build the library up just so people aren't too bored staring at a silent screen. Okay, so with that said, destination. Okay, and we'll come back to that in 15 minutes. Okay, I'm going to take a quick AFK break. Thank you very much for tuning in. This is really fun. I'm enjoying this. Not played this game since we last streamed, obviously, but I love it so much. It's awesome. So, what we're going to do when I come back, we're going to finish this particular case off with Jack. I'm not entirely too sure whether that continues. I can't recall off my memory, or whether we head back into the hands of Cole. We will find out, because we will do the case after that. As well. So stick around if you want to watch that. If not, thanks for ever so much for tuning in. This is Rickie, broadcasting as FunkyGamer across YouTube, Twitch, and Mixer. I'll be back in 10-15 minutes. I'll be as quick as I can. Thanks, folks. Okay, welcome back. Thank you very much for hanging around. If you've hanged around, whatever that word is, we appreciate it. Let's crack on, shall we? Right, before I drive to my next destination, I'd like to just check one more thing out, based on something that Finney pointed out to me just before our wee bathroom break. It was more than that. Had to get milk. Yeah, I know, desperate times, right? So, I wonder where, apparently there is a piece of wood somewhere outside here. Just gonna have a little poke around, see what I can find. Whoa. Somebody's shooting at me? Goddamn hope not. There's part of me that thinks that I should remember this. Yeah, I don't think you can go down there. Well, you're certainly not supposed to anyway. So from what Finney said, we're looking for a plank of wood. That's not a plank of wood, that is a hole in the wall. Also known as a cash machine over here. I feel like this should be really obvious.
So this is where their lumber comes from?
Gotcha. Is that it? How do I know? It's not like you get the detective music like you do with Cole. For some reason, the game doesn't think that Jack Kelso is good enough to warrant detective music. And therefore you don't get any, so sorry about that. Don't know why I'm sorry. I'm gonna guess it was that. Did I get it right, Finn? Is that right? Was it that receipt on the wood? Two ticks. Excellent. Sorry, I'd rather have the confirmation because I think once we've left here to go to the final location, I don't think we can come back. I don't know though. It's still not crossed out. It bugs me. I'll tell you what. Let's go to Elysian Fields Site 2 and see what it looks like there. See if it's crossed it out. This will annoy me. Greatly. No, don't do it, Jack. It's a trap. It's a trap. Right. Oh my god. What is it? I think I live near a canal. I might just go and throw myself in it. That seems like a feasible idea right now. I hate it when the game does this. Dingly dangly little carrot. Look, you might have missed something, but no, we're not even going to tell you what it is. Not even going to help you find what it is, in fact. Keystone Film Studios. Wow. Maybe they're non-essentials, though. I mean, I don't know. It just bugs me. It bugs me that the game won't cross it off the list. I've been there. I've got, if everything that I've got relevant is you know, been acquired, it just... What do I do? Do I ignore it? Do I accept that the game is just being weird in this one circumstance? Or... I say this with my head in my hands. Do I go back? I don't know. Finny. Help me out. Listen, I just don't know what to do. This is just... God damn it. I'm going to Google it. So, what am I Googling here? Give me dirty Google cheater, but I'm going to do it. All... I don't know what the... What's the case called? House of Sticks. What? Hang on a minute. I'm trying to fathom my search query here. House of Sticks, all clues. Keystone Film Studios, was it? Yeah. Keystone Film Studios. I've managed to replace every space between each word with full stops there. Hopefully Google will still understand what I'm trying to ask it. Maybe should have put L.A Noire in there somewhere. Homicide desk. Oh god, no. Wrong desk. It's not even the right desk. And yes, okay, I accept your goddamn cookies. Oh, this should not be this difficult. Well, let's have a look at the IGN guide, because that's... Oh, what's the name of the case again? Sticks. House of Sticks. Diddly-diddly-diddly. Apply... Oh, no. Take a right over to Keystone Film Companies. Over the fence to the right is a slip of paper on the left side of some lumber. We've got that. Across from this you'll find an inferior quality label on another pile of wood. Ah, is that it? God damn you, game. Ah, I concede. Again. What the hell? I was about to start doing an Irish jig and it cut out on me. That security guard's still not there. Slacking off. He must have paid him a lot of money. You little shit.
That's one way to keep your costs down. Too bad it won't support a roof.
I'm just checking. I think I've done it. Yes, it is crossed out. Goodbye, Keystone Film Studios. Rot in hell. Damn it. Okay, now let's go back to the thing we were trying to do. That took far too long, given what it was. Just goes to show, though, there's literally nothing you can't ask Google it doesn't know the answer to. That's kind of scary. But in this case, also helpful. Okay, this scared the shit out of me last time. I can't remember whether the guy's in this house. Here we go. The game plays the horrible music. Oh, that violin! It's ear-crunchingly horrible. Brown.
Nice wiring job, fellas. Keep them in the dark.
I don't like this. I'm scared. Come out, or I will send in my people. I don't have any people. Oh,
You lose something, Mac?
I thought these private eye types were all wise guys with smart mouths.
Looks like the snappy repartee has all dried up.
Get on with it.
What's your hurry, Mac? You got some place to go?
You ever do the cat and mouse routine without a gun in your hand?
Now that's more like it.
Let's put a few caps in that.
Time for you to lose some teeth.
I'm about to break the goddamn jaw.
Don't worry, buddy. I'll lay you out quick.
Oh, shit.
All right, let's dance.
Oh, no, that I just got my arse handed to me. Sorry, 2 seconds.
You're a worn tough guy. You should learn to take a hint. Get him downstairs and into the trunk.
Okay, apparently we dropped some frames. That's 7 minutes ago. If that happened and you noticed it, sorry about that. Don't know what that's all about. I'm sure I'll check out on the VOD later. Oh. So I was supposed to get beaten up. I think.
Sure, he turned up all right. He's wishing he didn't. He's in the trunk. He's going nowhere. The boys introduced themselves. What do you want done with him, Mr. Monroe? Yeah, I know a good place. We'll pick up a shovel and a pick on the way. It's up in the hills behind Griffith Park. We'll deal with that German bitch next.
Language. There's no way to talk about a lady.
Elsa.
Okay, shit, I'm gonna have to get that car.
Sorry, pal. Desperate times.
Okay, this is gonna be a bit of a bitch. I'm gonna try and lose these guys.
Monroe owns the city. Owns the cops. I need to find Elsa.
These guys are hard to ditch.
Hey!
You want to go off-road, boys? Because I don't. Sorry, love. I only got rid of one of them as well.
Control your car.
God damn it.
Can't you see what's happening? I'm in a rush!
God damn, I can't shake that last guy. He's still right on me.
Please, damn it!
I think I just drove past one of them that's not in a car.
Where are they? Is that the last of them? Bad driving.
Yeah, I killed a person, which isn't good. Oh, nearly killed another person there. That was incredibly flappy. I just hope I can get there without any more of those guys showing up, basically. That would be the dream. Also, without killing anybody, ideally. Sorry, mate. Why not? This car is really old and really clunky. I blame it, not me, because, you know, can't blame myself. This place is like a million miles away. I'm just kind of zigzagging to get there, really. Okay, take the next right, all the way down to Sunset. Never thought I'd say that out loud.
Watch it.
He went into me, come on. It's not always my fault.
What's your problem?
I'm out of here. I probably could have just parked, but I made it difficult for myself. Why not? Yeah, I'm all good, mate. Thanks very much for asking. I appreciate that. That's kind of you. To be honest, the last couple of weeks I've been dealing with part of my work in real life that involves on-call, so that's about a week's worth. That happens every 6-7 weeks, so you'll probably find that I do disappear every 6-7 weeks. But we'll see. I'm hoping to fill that void in some way, shape or form, but that's another conversation for another time.
So you're still carrying...
Other than that, I've just been waiting on some audio boosting equipment for the mic because it's been underparring, really, so... Underperforming, excuse me.
sake, call an ambulance.
So I wanted to get it to a place where I felt like it sounded at least you know, good. Somehow I came out with $0 injuries. Is that because technically a death isn't an injury, it's a death? I don't know. Quite a lot of damage, though. Still, 5 stars. I'm not going to complain. I hope you've been well anyway, Finn. Thanks for asking.
Satchel charges on the cave entrance from above. Covering fire on weapons team. Look for snipers in the trees. You know the drill. No risks, no heroes, no prisoners.
You want some roast on this one, Sarge?
No, you guys have done enough. Head back to Webb's. We are going to blow every cave we come across. Close them down and move on, people.
Damn. I was hoping to get me a samurai sword.
Skipper says that Phelps has fallen behind again. He's got his fire teams checking every cave. He's lost another flamethrower. He wants you to get over there and hurry them along.
Ho, boom. Weapons compass.
Sir.
Sir.
We have a major cave complex in front of us, Hogaboom. I want flamethrowers and BAR teams to clean it out.
Begging your pardon, sir. But if it's a big complex, why don't we bring the Shermans in? They could pour it in there.
We can't wait for tanks to be brought up. I'm already behind.
Then blow the cave. No skin off our nose. Bury them
We are going in there and clearing them out. We are doing it by the numbers, Sergeant. Get your team in place. We're moving out. Mount up! First fire team and flamethrowers. Head in!
War is never easy. As demonstrated here.
Where's he going? Where's who going? The big cowboy. He's going in.
Who gave that order?
You did.
Did I? Did I? The next case, a polite invitation. Who knew?
Hello, Miss Lichtman. How long have you been sitting there?
Not long, Mr. Kelso.
You look lovely, Princess. You haven't exactly caught me at my best. It's okay, Miss Lichtman. I'm a big boy. I know how to take my licks.
Please, call me Elsa.
Okay, Elsa? What can I do for you?
I'd like to explain because
I can join the dots, Elsa.
Cole needs your help, Jack. The police department have frozen him out.
Look, you're obviously a brave lady, but you can't fight all Cole's battles for him.
I just wanted to apologize for...
You don't have to apologize. You were right about Elysian Fields. Tell me something. What was Lou Buckwalter's regular job?
He was a carpenter. He built sets for RKO, Warner Brothers.
Set carpenter? Perfect. If you don't mind, Elsa, I'd like to get a little rest now. I've got a lot more dots to join, and it's making my head hurt.
That's perfectly understandable, Mr. Jack. I hope we can meet again under less dramatic circumstances.
I hope so too, Princess. I'd like that.
You Kelso?
Who's asking?
Peterson, Assistant DA.
You're in the wrong building, Peterson. This is a hospital.
A wise guy. Let me tell you a story, Kelso.
Can I get the abridged version? My head hurts.
You're a funny guy, Jack.
What do you want, Peterson?
A colorful character mentioned your name. He said that you might know something about...
There's a problem with colorful characters, Peterson. First, they send you over a drink. Then they buy you dinner. Then you get a phone call in the middle of the night for a favor. Try rubbing shoulders with some solid citizens. They're the ones you're supposed to protect.
You finished, Kelso?
For the moment.
I'm going to run for DA, Kelso. The current administration stinks.
And you want me to help?
I'm looking for a DA's investigator. You get a gun and a badge and $120 a month.
I get $150 a month now.
I'm going after the Vice Squad, Kelso. It's going to get me elected.
I've got something better. How about Leland Monroe?
The property developer?
You think I fell down the stairs?
I was waiting for his answer, quite frankly. I thought he was going to say yes. Okay, well, let's follow the game's lead.
Princess. It might be the only R&R I get for some time.
He calls all the girls princess. Nah. Is this the way out? I always go to the UK side of the car. I don't know whether anybody notices that. Always go to get on the right side. It's called the right side for a reason. I'm just saying. I'm not trying to start a war. I'm guessing that this is the way in, so if it isn't, I'm slightly screwed, I guess. But let's carry on. Made it all the way up the stairs. Nothing. Oh, there's a way in. I can get through the wall.
Remember me?
Jack, it's good to see you. You've caught me at a slightly inopportune moment. Can we do this some other time?
Back off, Curtis. Move away from the door.
Jack, there's no call for that.
You're smooth, Curtis, I'll give you that. You try to get me killed and you still manage to be polite about it.
Jack, how could you accuse me of having anything to do with that?
I want to know all about you and Monroe, Curtis. You give it up or I beat it out of you.
Get the fuck out of here, Jack. You're fired. Who do you think you are? Get out of town now while you still have the chance. You have no idea what kind of forces you're dealing with here.
I guess we've exhausted the passive options.
Get out of town.
Sit tight, Curtis. I'm taking a look around.
I'm glad he hit him. I'd have hit him as well. Look at his face. It's hittable.
To get all of the stockholders, I need to follow the paper trail.
What exactly do you expect to find, Jack?
Why does he have a tappy finger if he can't tap on anything? Okay, I just look like a fool now, so I'm just going to back out of that.
Jack, you've made a terrible mistake. Get out while
I knew
you
you were in
can.
bed with a lesion, Curtis. Now I know why.
Rancho Escondido, so that's, yeah, that poorly built property. I still don't understand why they gave me a tappy finger on that document if I wasn't able to tap on anything. That's a little disappointing.
What exactly do you expect to find, Jack?
I want answers, Curtis. So pay attention.
Please, Jack. I'm not a violent man.
I don't get it, Curtis. You're vice president of the company. Why take the risk?
It's a simple business transaction, dear boy.
You're lying, Curtis. Something happened at the company, didn't it? That's why you took the bribe.
Bribe? What bribe?
the
How can you
shares
accuse me of
behind
benefiting
you,
ahead of the company?
basically. As I shall now demonstrate.
I noticed that the share certificates are in your name, Curtis, not the company's. What did you use as collateral?
Those sons of bitches in Sacramento. They passed me over for president. Sent me here because they believed it was a backwater. But they were wrong. Los Angeles will become the capital of the West, not San Francisco. This place will be the city of the 20th century. And I'm gonna get my cut, Jack.
You're going to jail, Curtis. You and your cronies.
We'll see about that, Jack.
Okay, next up.
Tell me about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
You're talking about the future of Los Angeles. You cannot interfere with these plans.
Information, Curtis.
Business people who have joined forces to meet the demand for new homes.
You're lying, Curtis. They're going to burn those movie sets they call houses, and you're carrying the insurance on them.
And how do you prove that, Jack?
The insurance document on your desk. Behind you.
Rancho Escondido burnt to the ground. California Fire and Life is carrying the paper.
Jack, the best result you could get from insurance would be replacement cost. The stakes are much, much higher.
Why the big payoff in the Buckwalter case? It was bound to bring it to attention.
Who could have predicted this particular confluence of events? Elsa Lichtman as the beneficiary who spurns the cash. The brilliant but flawed detective becoming her lover. And you, Jack, taking their bait.
You buy green lumber and use it to build houses. How do you expect it to end?
Mr. Monroe has a fine reputation for building houses. What would I know about his choice of building materials?
I don't think there's... no. I can't link that to him, so...
Give me what I need or I'll beat it out of you.
It's all there in the case file. If you know what to look for.
Very neat, Curtis. Maybe I can't work it out, but Phelps can. He may be many things, but he is one of the best detectives the LAPD has ever had.
Your card is marked, Jack. You'll have an unfortunate accident if you don't leave town.
Your California isn't the same as mine, Mr. Benson. Not at all.
Oh, you dirty bastard.
Princess.
16.
Oh my god.
Mister?
How old are you really?
Nearly 13.
Oh god, that's awful.
You take love where you can find it as you get older.
Love? That has nothing to do with love, Curtis.
Some might find your romantic notions endearing, Jack. I find them very tiring.
You're finished, Curtis.
That remains to be seen, Jack.
I haven't told you about my new job, Curtis. DA's investigator.
Who do you think the DA reports to, Jack?
Get dressed, you're getting out of here.
He's not so bad. He just lays on top of me and grunts for a few minutes. He's kind.
That still doesn't make me feel any better about this scenario. That's awful.
She will only come back.
Only in this time, I guess. Wrong button. You think I'd have learnt by now? Bear with me. Okay.
Capitol Records presents Marcia Tilton.
Marcia Tilton? Who the hell is that when she's at home? Never did understand that phrase.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm just going up to my office, Barty. Gotta check over some files.
Take the elevator. First door on the right when you come out. You know the way, Kelso.
So why are you telling me? He's just directed me to my own desk. There we go. The famous moonwalk as you slide up to the elevator. Cole always does it as well. His is possibly slightly smoother. I'm not going to judge. Both of them equally as humorous. I didn't listen to the guy. He told me where my desk was, and I didn't listen to him. Is it this one? Ernesto Scaglia.
I've seen people like you, but I had to pay admission.
Check out me with a big fancy office at the back. I'm like the Don. Is this my office? Am I in the wrong place? Right, let's make this quick. I might have been right there. I honestly don't know. Whose was that office then? That was just weird.
So, Curtis, what is it you don't want me to see?
Was it the direct, the orientation in terms of its? Yeah, okay. So the gamepad, just so you know, actually vibrates over this.
34 degrees, 4 minutes, 29 seconds north. 118 degrees, 17 minutes, 58 seconds west.
There's got to be more in these files.
Insured replacement value for the house is $900. Current value of the house and land is $3,500. Christ, how many of these dumps are we carrying on the books?
Many.
I have a Detective Phelps of the LAPD here to see you.
Have a seat, Cole. Where's the go-between? She's awful easy on the eye for a foreign girl.
Does that private dick petter actually work on anyone, Kelso? It's not your style. You were always a little more direct.
This is your dime, officer.
Would you have helped me if I asked, Jack? A little chuck on the shoulder, shot of Semper Fi.
Fuck you, Cole. Be a man. Why send a woman to do your dirty work? You're a cop. Why do you want my help?
I thought a PI might be a little more discreet.
I'm no gumshoe. I used to be an investigator for this company before your investigation got me fired.
I'm sorry to hear that, Jack. I'm sorry about a lot of things.
Is that an apology, Cole?
It's a feeble attempted one, yes. Look, Jack, it's a murder case, and I need help to solve it.
So what's it got to do with Elysian Fields developments?
They're in it somehow. The flyers keep turning up whenever I find a domestic fire.
They're boosters. Stiffing GIs for deposits, making them wait months for a throw-up house. They're already making more money than they can count. What's turned them into killers?
So you believe me?
Money, probably.
This is why you dragged me into the Buckwalter case.
Look, Jack, I'm sorry. But if not for me, do it for some of the poor saps who are dying. Or some of the leathernecks who are getting grifted. How about it, Jack?
I know you, Cole. You're still beating yourself up over that medal on Sugarloaf. The medal you think you didn't deserve, but you just don't get it. Nobody deserves a medal. It's just the ridiculous situation you find yourself in and how you react to it. You think you failed up on that hill. But courage isn't a tap you can turn on or off. Courage isn't permanent. It's a tenuous and fickle thing. Courage and cowardice exist in every man. Get over it.
You got it off your chest.
I guess I have.
Can you help me, Jack?
I'm thinking about it. The Hall of Records is the place to start.
If he says so, I'm going to take his word for it. He seems to know more about this than I do, so... I guess we're going in. There's a shiny
Hello
thing
there.
over there.
You need some help there, sir?
The Land Registry Office. Where is it?
Just up the stairs.
Thanks.
What the hell? I didn't know that these were a thing. And yet another collectible. One that I didn't even know existed in the first game, actually. Oh, surely I can't... Thing is, that was really obvious. Okie dokie. So the place that we need to be, the Land Registry. Is it upstairs, did he say? Land Registry Office, there we go. The game has helpfully placed some signs for me to
I'd like
be
to see the
directed.
company details of the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
Certainly, sir. Just this way.
I remember this place. There's a... I think there's a gunfight in here in just a second. Because I remember hiding behind bookcases. Or using them as cover, should I say.
All those suburban sons of bitches ought to be listed in here.
Okay, anybody we recognize, I guess, is the thing that we're looking for. Oh, okay. Could have just done it by company name.
Courtney, for God's sake, what's he got to do with this? I'd like information on a plot of land.
Okay, do you have the address?
Not exactly. It's a new lot. I have the coordinates. 34 degrees, 4 minutes, 29 seconds north. 118 degrees, 17 minutes, 58 seconds west.
All right, that makes it a bit more difficult. Come with me. I believe that is in the Wilshire area.
34 degrees, 4 minutes, 29 seconds north. 118 degrees, 17 minutes, 58 seconds west.
No. Hang on a second. What did he say?
34.4.29 latitude. And I'm looking for 118.17.58 on the longitudinal axis.
Okay, so... Okay, I see how... Right, okay. I've just... it's just clicked that they all kind of rotate in sequence. So 3404
degrees.
29 is right.
4
17 something. I can't remember what that last digit was.
29 seconds north. 118 degrees. 17 minutes. 58 seconds west.
58. I certainly do get that reference, Finn. That's from the... I can't remember exactly what case it was, but it's an earlier case with Cole. It's where you find a letter, and I think it's like a watch or something on there.
29 latitude. And I'm looking for 11...
The lot number's 1876988.
Unfortunately, that is just the beginning. We have at least 1 million lot numbers in the Los Angeles area. Registrations are in alphabetical order. You need to convert your lot number to a letter.
How do I do that?
Over here. Use this adding machine. There are 90,000 entries to a book, so divide your lot number by 90,000.
Okay, that's not too bad.
1876988 divided by
90,000, yes.
Divided by 90,000.
1,876,988 divided by 90,000.
How do I print?
1876988.
Oh, there we go. The handle.
Divided by
20.
A starts at 0, so you want to add 1 to your number.
21.
That number is your letter of the alphabet. Once you have the letter, find the right aisle. You are in business.
Wow, that was ridiculous.
You do this every day?
I was counting like everybody else.
Let's see what the site is worth to them.
Pardon me.
1876988. The book value is $350. With the new home in place, the improved value of the property is $3,500. They can make a killing. But how do they pull it off?
Oh shit. I was right.
Know why I pumped for the
about the
caddy?
gunfight.
The extra trunk space.
One thing you learn in the war, boys. You do your talking once the smoke clears. Throw out the guns.
He's there, right there!
Oh shit! Move! What the hell? I got stuck on the I got stuck on the bookcase. I'm gonna blame the bookcase. Let's try again. That's what happens when an immovable object meets an unstoppable force.
Know why I pumped for the caddy? The extra trunk space.
One thing you learn in the war, boys. You do your talking once the smoke clears.
Now the question is, do I move?
Throw out the guns.
There's a guy like right there behind that case.
Weapons on the ground now.
Catch this asshole!
Oh, you lucky?
You want me? You got me.
Let's see if I can't pull.
One left? Is there one left? Please be one left.
Christ. Dismissed.
Where is he? I don't know where he went to. Is he hiding? Little shit.
An inch to the left and you would have had me, boys.
Gotcha. I had no idea where that guy was, and I was clearly too much of a chicken to go and hunt him out. Plus, you know, I kind of value staying alive in games like this.
I need a word, Courtney.
That's okay, Jack. You didn't need to come all the way down.
It's important, Courtney.
How can I help?
Tell me about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
What are you talking about?
Don't fuck with me, Courtney!
Jack, I swear, I don't know what you're talking about.
How does your name appear as one of the investors in the Suburban Redevelopment Fund?
You're out of your mind.
I was down at the Hall of Records checking on a property company called Elysian Fields Developments.
Their funding comes from the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
Seriously, Jack, I have no idea.
Your name is there, Courtney, with some pretty interesting company. The mayor, the district attorney, some dirty cops, and your buddy, Dr. Harlan Fontaine.
Dr. Fontaine?
Spill it, Courtney. I want all of it. Fontaine and the rest.
Fontaine took the morphine off our hands. Look, Jack, I know you said to get rid of it, but it's okay. I did something good for once. He reinvested the money for us. That's it. That's what's happening. They're building houses for GIs, Jack.
G.I. Joe,
turned a
you mean?
mistake
Surely.
into something beneficial. Something that's going to help out the guys.
Courtney, they're building matchstick houses. They're going to burn them for the insurance money. They'll probably stiff the poor bastards for the deposits.
Please, Jack. Say it isn't so. Harlan's a doctor. A good one. He helps out a lot of people.
Looks like he's helping himself, Courtney. You're the fall guy.
Nobody likes a fall guy.
Kelso.
Who's asking?
Leland Monroe.
I was wondering when you'd get around to calling.
I'd like to meet with you, Mr. Kelso.
I bet you would, Mr. Monroe. But I value my skin highly enough to not want to meet with you. Why don't you just send some more of your boys around and we'll have a nice cup of tea?
You realize that I could make you a very wealthy man, Mr. Kelso.
Better than $220 a month?
You're a very witty man, Kelso. Substantially better.
I'm going to have to let it slide, Mr. Monroe.
Are you haggling with me, Jack?
I might be.
Come around to my place at 9. 5164 Santa Monica Boulevard. You'll come?
I might. Good night, Mr. Monroe.
It's about to go down, as far as I'm aware. Down is about to what's happened. Yeah, you get what I'm saying. This isn't going to be pleasant. Quite the opposite, in fact.
I appreciate the help, all of you. We can reminisce later. I want a minimum of noise and no prisoners.
No prisoners? This isn't Peleliu, Jack.
These guys are grifting GIs. That's what they do for a living.
It's okay, Jack. We all feel the same way. Just hasn't turned out quite the way we imagined.
Let's get it done. Teams of 2 at the ready.
Okie dokie, so I guess we're just gonna... Get down. I can't remember what a reload is. I think it's B. Yeah, there we go.
Let's kill these rat bastards.
Sorry, I keep fluffing the controls. That's really bad.
Come get me! Throw down your gun.
Okay, let's run over here. La 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 la. Is that my guy? I think it is.
Your move, mister! Come get me!
Ooh. Can I get a better gun? Does that guy have a better gun? Maybe not.
I got you now, motherfucker! Let me see if I can put one between your eyes. Stay down, damn it! Right place, somebody!
That was an awful shot. Oh, he got him. Okay, we're doing well here. Don't know why I just fired lead into that statue. Just felt like it. Sorry. But not sorry. I really do.
That's a kill!
Wow, they're really owning this. Like, I'm hardly taking out any of these.
With Mr. Leland Monroe.
That's a garden table and chairs, Jack. Don't run into those.
Throw out the guns!
Okay, nearly got my ass shot there without quite realizing it.
Eyes open. He's around here somewhere.
Where the hell?
Do you think you can hold out?
Where's the other guy? He's like apparently right next to me. I like how my mates just stood there doing nothing. Cheers for the help, you know. Can I get a better gun? Because this one is shite.
There he is!
Whoa. Is there only one of them? I've gone back to my trusty pistol.
You're a very sweet-looking girl to be holding such a big gun.
I know how to use it, mister.
I'm sure you do. So how about pointing it over there in the direction of Hollywood instead of at me, Princess?
You're quite the wise guy.
I don't normally shoot women, Princess. How about putting the cannon down? I didn't think you had the guts, sweetheart. I was never very good at reading women.
Monroe! Where are you, damn it?
Don't think there's anything in here, but I'm just gonna have a quick nosy.
You're surrounded and...
going to be some more guys on the stairs, I'm telling you now. So what I need to do is get this pistol. How the hell are you still alive?
I need someone to cover my 6 right now!
Weapons on the ground, now!
Give it up, chump! I know you're there!
Here I am, and I've got a big shotgun. Big. You gonna come out?
Catch this, asshole!
Keep your head down! That's it, out of ammo.
Damn it. That's not good. I'm being pussy about this, but I don't care.
Show me your face, motherfucker!
Stay down, damn it!
I hate fights on stairwells. I don't know why. I'm just really bad at them. Okay, so that's those two guys taken down. I want his weapon because it's better. I'm gonna go ahead and assume that I'm going the right way.
Jack Kelso.
That's my opening negotiating position.
Oh, you crazy son of a bitch! How did you get in here? I'm bleeding to death. Get me a doctor.
I thought I had an invitation.
It's a simple
Monroe.
answer.
Your boys outside were certainly expecting me. That's my second offer.
You sadistic bastard! What do you want?
I'm going to take a look around, Monroe. Then I want you to tell me what you know about the mayor and those Trojan houses that you're building.
He looks like he's in pain. That's a shame, isn't it? So it's a real shame. Okay, what's what? Well, let's check out this first.
Dr. Fontaine, I need to speak with you urgently.
Sit down, please, sit down.
Tell me about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
It's the fund we are using to channel money into the development of new houses.
Why is my name on the board of managers?
Technically, you are a major contributor. Please, Courtney.
Those houses are a sham, Doctor. They're going to be burned for the insurance.
That's a scandalous allegation, Courtney. Do you have any proof?
Jack Kelso, an investigator for California Fire and Life, has seen them. He was almost killed when he found out what was going on.
I don't know what to say. I feel that I have been duped. Who do you think is behind this subterfuge?
Jack says it's a property developer named Monroe. He said it goes all the way to the mayor.
You cannot have believed that I was involved.
I don't know what to believe anymore, Doctor. I hoped that you weren't involved.
Thank you for your trust, dear boy. Be still, Courtney.
Oh no, not Courtney. That's not
All
good.
your troubles are finally over. Let them go. Let them drift away.
Savage.
The Suburban Redevelopment Fund. Remind me what they say about absolute power, Monroe.
Fuck you, Jack. Call me an ambulance already.
No, I'm not going to do that. That would be nice of me. What I will do, though, is search your safe. I've got 11 of the 13 newspapers. I just clocked that. Interesting. Roy Earl signed that off. It's basically dobbing in Fontaine.
Keep the dirt on Fontaine under lock and key. This is your insurance.
I wouldn't have thought Roy's name would have been on that document somehow. Maybe I don't know. Maybe he supplied it as to try and give them leverage, as it were.
I'm guessing Benson's portfolio is only a fraction the size of yours, Monroe. That's a hell of a payroll.
Yeah, Roy Earl is definitely not a good guy, right? As you can see on the docket. And I think, did we search his, was there anything here on his desk?
Some sold up. The others obviously didn't know the lengths these sons of bitches would go to.
It can't be stopped, Kelso. There's too much money at stake.
Kingdoms rise and kingdoms fall, Monroe. Ask the Emperor of Japan.
Have some fucking mercy!
Operator, put me through to Phelps, arson squad. Yeah, Biggs, it's Jack. I'm at Monroe's. He's in a talkative mood. If you get here in a hurry, you might get something before he bleeds to death. Elsa.
Oh, thank God.
Where? Fontaine. Dead?
Oh dear.
Former patient.
So that crazy son of a bitch finally came back for a checkup.
It's Monroe. He's raving.
You want information, cocksucker. You get me some medical help.
I've got to go, Herschel. Monroe's negotiating again. Do you want my final offer, Leland? Tell me how I find the guy who has Elsa.
Not Casey. He did whatever Fontaine asked. He had some kind of power over him. He did all the fires, and then he went off the rails. I don't have a fucking name! He worked as a bug sprayer. Get me a goddamn doctor!
Convincing face.
Kelso, you son of a whore! Get me a goddamn doctor!
That does look mighty painful, but deserved. That's putting it lightly as well. There we go. And we got everything. This time, fantastic. No damage. No damage incurred across the board. That's awesome. Okay. Excusez-moi. With that said, we are so close now, but unfortunately, I am going to have to call it an evening. It's obviously just gone past 10 past midnight here in the UK, and it is indeed late. I am in work tomorrow, as is most normal people or those that go to university, etc., etc. However, we will be back on stream on Friday, resuming our regular schedule for the rest of this week. And I'll probably stream even later on Friday because it's a Friday night and I've got no other current plans in place. So the idea would be to come on, finish this, and maybe start something else. Perhaps we'll continue the Broken Sword game that we were playing as part of the test stream this afternoon because, like I say, I want to play through that once more. I really enjoyed it, and I think it'd be a really cool thing to live stream. It's a little bit different, I guess. So with that said, yeah, I think we're going to call it. Wow. Where did that come from? Okay, thanks ever so much for tuning in. My name is Ricky. You're watching FunkyGamer across YouTube, Twitch, and Mixer. Finny, I'll see you next time, mate. Take care of yourself. And what I would encourage you to do, if you're on Twitter, chuck the account a follow on there if you want, or at least keep your eye on it, I'd say, because I do post to that account with regards to impromptu live streams and things like that. If you're ever interested, that's probably the best place to go and get it. Obviously, if you want to follow, go right ahead. I'm not expecting that. But you can keep your eye on it. That's where I post most of the things. So, yeah, thank you very much. I don't know whether we'll be on tomorrow. I'm going to try my best because it will depend on what time I get home from work. But I'm not ruling it out at this point. I really do enjoy this. So keep your eye. If that's impromptu and going to happen, like I say, I'll post it to Twitter just so the likes of yourself know. And you can join in if you like, as per. Otherwise, we'll be back on Friday. Have yourself a really nice evening, mate. And I'll speak to you soon. Same to everybody else. Thank you if you watch this back on VOD, of course. Once more, my name is Ricky. You're watching FunkyGamer. I'll see you next time.